Yo, what's good? Solidus-T, the ice god, right back at you. Today is the sports edition. This ain't about the other stuff I've been talking about. Today is the sports edition. So we ain't even doing that extra stuff. Today, well, not extra stuff, but we ain't getting into that other stuff. Today is the sports edition. So I'm from Minnesota, and I'm a Minnesota Timberwolves fan. I'm a Minnesota sports guy. I'm from Minnesota, so I rep the Minnesota teams. Basketball, boxing, and I like a little bit of football. But today I want to do a quick little Timberwolves take. And yeah, let's get into that. So the trade deadline is next month. The hot topic for the Timberwolves is, should they trade D'Angelo Russell? That's what people are speculating. Me personally, I say no. I think D'Angelo Russell, has been great in Minnesota. This is my personal opinion. Now, yes, he did kind of underperform in the playoffs last year, but I think that was because he was caught up between trying to be a point guard or just play basketball. So he kind of got caught up in being a point guard, get everybody else involved, because the best part of his game is his ability to score and knock down shots. And when he plays within that frame of mind, instead of trying to just be the guy that always has to get everybody else involved, he's really good. And he's been playing like that so far this year. Now, fast forward to this season. Started the season off slow. Things weren't really looking good. But then right around like mid to late November, he picked it up and been consistently playing well. But there's still chatter if they should trade him. I say no. I say keep him. I say give him an extension and let him stay here. Why not? Because you got to think, he's already been here. He already has familiarity with the players that play here. Him and Anthony Edwards are a good duo. The Rudy Gobert thing is slowly working. And it's like, why break that up and bring in new players that you don't even positively know if it'll work? The D'Lo stuff can work. It's just that you gotta kind of like convince him to move the ball a little bit more. And they've been doing that because the last couple of games, their ball movement has been much, much better. And he's been involved in that, moving the ball. And the team, I understand they won 4 in a row, but just the way they play much better and more fluid when he moves the ball, when the ball's being moved. So trading D'Lo, to me, that would be a bad trade. I wouldn't do it if I was Minnesota. So that's being said. And then the thing is, I want to speak on their early season struggles because we're getting close to the halfway point, because All-Star break is officially the halfway point. We're getting another month, we'll be right there. So as far as their early season struggles, the problem was, it wasn't because they were blaming D'Lo. It wasn't D'Lo wasn't the only one at fault. The problem was the team just wasn't playing well together because there was no ball movement. It would be Cat, run an ISO, do ISO, try to go one-on-one. Ant, go ISO, try to go one-on-one. D'Lo, go ISO one-on-one. And they played like that. That's how they played on offense. And then defense, the energy and effort wasn't really there. So that was a team collective effort that was not on point. For some strange reason, D'Angelo Russell got blamed for that. I thought that was ridiculous. But I think they figured it out, because Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels, if you do the scouting reports on them, those are two players that flourish with great ball movement. When you move the ball and the ball movement is great with them on the court, that's the kind of system they flourish together in. Like Rudy Gobert, they were, for some strange reason, this is why I said the coaching was kind of bad. For some reason, they were trying to have Rudy Gobert play post up like he's Hakeem Olajuwon or Shaq or Tim Duncan and like be a one-on-one post up player. That's not his game. He's a rebounder and a rim protector, defensive player. That's what he does. When he scores, it's usually from getting the ball, like he cut to the basket, they give him the quick little pass, he go up and get the and one, and get the 2-pointer, get the dunk, or he catches a lob, or he gets the offensive rebound, does a putback. That's how he scores his points. He doesn't score by you giving him the ball and then clearing out, and then he goes one-on-one in the paint like he's Tim Duncan. That's not his game. He's not an offensive player like that. He doesn't have that skill set. But they were playing through him like that. That was a bad look on their part. They shouldn't have been doing that. Notice lately, all my fellow Timberwolves fans, notice that he hasn't been doing that. They've been playing more ball movement, move the ball around. Okay, just move the ball around. Everybody touch the ball, move the ball, move the ball, move the ball, move the ball. And it's been working. The results have been better. The team looks better. They're playing better. Rudy Gobert is more engaged. Jaden McDaniels, he's more engaged. They're getting touches, so they're having more opportunities to score because the ball movement. Instead of just D-Lo ISO and ISO. And then when Cat was playing ISO, and then that's how you play the offense. That's not going to work. You got to move that ball. And they've been doing that lately, and the results have been good. So they keep doing that. They should win more than they lose. Might lose a game here and now. Every team does, but they should win more than they lose. Like they playing the Pistons tonight. Should win, but as we know, you got to respect the game because any given night, a bad team can beat you. Detroit is bad this year. They got some good players, but they're just not good this year. But Minnesota should win if they respect the game and play like any other game. Like it don't matter. And they should win if they do that. So I'm looking for a win tonight. But I think the Timberwolves are going in a good direction. Trading D'Lo would be disastrous because you're not going to get somebody to come replace him, and that's going to be as good as him. See, the confused Timberwolves fans, excuse me, they, for some strange reason, think that, but I'm telling you, you're better off with D'Lo than without him. And if you don't think so, you're in for a rude awakening if they indeed trade him. Now, speaking of trades, some players are probably going to get traded because of their contract, and I'm worried that D'Lo might be that because they haven't extended him yet. And for what I understand, it's not because they don't want to. It's because, from what I understand, they just haven't agreed on a price. So I hope he doesn't get traded. I really hope he does not get traded. But if he were to get traded, that's probably why. But I believe in the deepness in my heart, they're probably going to work it out and like, we want to keep you here. Because he's already been here. He's familiar with Minnesota, so might as well just stay here. You know, he's young. He's only 26. It's not like he's 31 or 32. So it's like, I would keep him. Like, fuck it. I mean, I shouldn't cuss on the sports edition. But yeah, screw it. I would keep him. And that's just how I feel. But I like the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards is balling. Definitely a great player in the making. Keep it up. But yeah, I'm a Timberwolves fan. I rep Minnesota. Minnesota Timberwolves is my team. And I think we're going to turn it around and make a run. Because we're better than most of the teams in the league. There's probably a few teams that got us, like Brooklyn, Boston. They got us. Golden State got us. But I think most of the other teams we're better than. I think we're better than Memphis. We're better than Dallas. In my opinion, we got a better roster. We just got to play with that effort where it's like every minute could be your last. Play hard like that. And if we do that, we should be able to beat most of these teams. So I expect Minnesota to make a run and get into the top 4 to 5 playoff spots. They're good enough to do it. So they should do it. And hopefully they do it. So yeah, that's all I'm going to give y'all for the sports talk right now because I'm in a hurry. I just want to make a quick little Timberwolves video. But definitely we'll be back with this sports topic and also more topics. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Solidus-T, the Ice Guy, signing out. Peace.